Yeah, so this video, my last couple of videos, you could say, was a little bit negative. But as I said, the absolute is absolute. It encompasses both sides, so we can't run from the dark side. We have to embrace both the dark and the light. But I wanted to make a bit more of a positive video. Um, I do look around, and obviously, if you watch my last video, modern society is going in the wrong direction in some ways. However, I do think that there is some truth to this idea of the mass awakening, or that a lot more people are becoming conscious at the same time. And kind of just this idea of the silent revolution. Um, we as a people, we need to embody our own ideals. So if we want a peaceful, joyful world of cooperation, of prosperity, we need to embody that here now. Um, One thing that's kind of trapping us is the idea of linear time, linearity. And when you do awaken to the eternal here now moment, and you realize that all that exists is the present moment, we get trapped in this idea of the process. And of course, the process, in a sense, is the most important thing. Because, as I said, there is no goal to life. So, really, many people are getting trapped in chasing some goal in the future. And as I've explained many times, the goal is always in the future. And then you attain that, and then you want something else, and then you want something else. But it's always in the future. And you're always kind of working towards that. But then the thing is that there's this kind of idea of grinding and hustle culture where you have to kind of sacrifice the present moment. And I'm not saying that delayed gratification is bad and that we should just go for quick dopamine hits. That's not what I'm saying. However, there's this idea that we need to suffer now and only later we can enjoy. But there is no later. You have to enjoy it now. You have to enjoy the process rather than just thinking only when I get to the goal, then I can enjoy it. So being blissful, being joyful is a choice here now. When can you be joyful other than here and now, in the present moment? There's no such thing as joy in the future. Like, no, the future is now. When you get there, it's now. There's only now. When you really realize that this moment is the only thing that exists and this moment is eternal, then you'll realize that the way can transform the reality around us, the reality that we live in, into the reality that we desire is by simply embodying it here and now. You have to go the direct path. Right now, everything is so indirect. You want to get that thing to be happy. You want to, like, only when you achieve that condition, you'll be happy. Like, you have to cut out the middleman. You have to go direct to, if you want to live a joyful life, you have to be joyful right now. If you're not joyful right now, then you're not joyful. There's no such thing as joy, or there's no such thing as happiness. Everyone wants to be happy. Like, just that, like, everyone wants to be happy. And even those people who seem to be miserable and nihilistic, in their kind of inverted and twisted mind, they're happy being unhappy in a sense. But really they're not. But you have to simply realize that there's no magic formula. Like, happiness isn't like, oh, A plus B is equal to C, and C is happiness, and I need to do A and B to get there. Like, no. You have to just decide right now to be happy right now. You have to decide to be peaceful right now, no matter what the conditions are, the external conditions, because you have to realize that the external conditions will never be 100% the way you want them, because there's always external forces to yourself. So you will never get the cooperation of every single, like, you won't get the cooperation of every human, let alone like all the forces of nature and this and that. Like, it's impossible. You'll never get that perfect like moment. So you kind of have to give up the idea of achieving happiness and so on. You just have to be happy. And as I explained in my last video with how things are going in society and the trap of it, you can't really escape the trap by engaging more with the outside world, where of course you still have to engage with the outside world and relatively, you know, like, still control your conditions. I'm not saying just go be homeless or something like that, but the only way out is in. You have to reclaim your power as a sovereign being. And you can't wait for someone to give you back your happiness or to allow you to be peaceful. Only you can do that for yourself. You have to reclaim your power here now.